Thank you, Mr. President. Today, we are reminded that greater divisions exist in the world than go on here in this chamber. For several weeks, we have watched as Russian troops amassed on Ukraine's borders, deploying over 190,000 military forces, artillery, tanks, and aircraft without provocation. We have witnessed in real time Vladimir Putin manufacture a crisis in the Donbas region of Ukraine in order to invade his neighbor under the guise of protecting pro-Russian civilians. We saw this just before, 8 years ago, he illegally annexed Ukraine's Crimea region. Now, he seeks to finish his master plan. Putin has decided that he alone has the power to create pro-Soviet republics, move his military in, and conduct mass cyber and military attacks against Ukrainian cities while telling his people that it's a peacekeeping mission. 190 troops for a peacekeeping mission. 30,000 more than what crossed the English Channel on D-Day. This is nothing less than an invasion and war on a sovereign nation. Putin does not live in the year 2022. Instead, he lives in some surreal reality where every day is 1991, where Soviet republics are under the control of Moscow, and he is the great savior against foreign NATO aggressors. Russia's invasion of Ukraine should enrage supporters of democracy all over the world. When the Soviet Union collapsed, Ukraine sought to forge its own path, a path towards democracy. But Russia is not a democracy. It is an authoritarian regime run by an authoritarian thug. Today, we awoke to videos of bombings, people fleeing, and stories of young people taking up arms as he again defied the international community's calls for a peaceful resolution in favor of his own violent and outdated ideas. When the situation continues to unfold, it is very clear what Putin aims to do: remove a pro-Western democracy government and replace it with one that will play by his rules. We must condemn Vladimir Putin's blatant disregard for Ukraine's sovereignty, international law, and human life. Stand behind our Commander-in-Chief, President Joe Biden, and our NATO allies as they are tasked with taking swift and decisive action against this unwarranted attack against its sovereign democratic neighbor. We must pray for the men, women, and children who, through no fault of their own, woke up to the sounds of artillery over their cities and tanks rolling through their streets. Most importantly, let us come together and hold a united front as Americans in the face of this great aggression and attack on democracy. And Madam President, if we may have a moment of silence.